Wherever they point for you to go, that's where I go.
Hey, we gotta line it up. Let's go, line it up.
Game right now is court 1 and court 2. Hey, so we should. These guys should be down.
Do it with me, bro.
Yes.
Y'all do it.
We're holding it down. The games are right now. Got it.
I'm a regular here, guys.
No, hustle up, hustle up. I'm good. I've been eating candy all night. That's what I say, yo. I ain't way too much candy yesterday. I'm already hit my limit. Yeah, like my stomach said, I'm going.
I ain't drinking. How y'all drinking?
Bro, I got the whole 2 liter. You bet $10 over the Gatorade.
Oh, you guys? Oh, you have to.
Let's go, hustle up.
We're injured. We're injured.
I mean, you still got to listen to what they're saying.
Now, obviously, you're going to have
Target the double styrofoam and walk around in public.
Let's go, lady.
You got it, bro. You got it.
welcome. This is the NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp. We are in day 3. Happy Wednesday, early day for basketball, and we are going to get right into it. My name is Lauren Goodman. They call me Coach Goody, and everybody's in their positions to get game 1 on day 3. Here we go. We got the NBA level, so this is the Supersonics versus the Grizzlies, and we got a 3-ball right off the rip by my guy. We're going to get a number here. Cannon Moore. Count them for 2, or 3, should we say. Coming back the other way. Now, we're trying to get these games in early so we can make sure the kids stay hydrated. Today's going to be the hottest day in the camp. High of 93, so it's already scorching out here. I'm one of the coaches, so did morning training, and it was already hot at 6. So kids are getting a lot of water. They're having a lot of fun. And this bracket in particular is one of our favorites of the camps. We have our fan favorites like Mr. Ruiz, who had big games yesterday. And my boy Bentz, that would be inbound on the lower side. Three ball, no good for Ruiz. And here we come back the other way, pushing in tempo. Focus, finish, get it up for 2. Mr. Cannon Moore gets his second bucket. Got a 5-0 run. Ruiz trying to recreate what he did yesterday. Luke Reen, one of my morning risers, trying to put some action to his hard work. Ruiz down the lane, tries to go left. Double foul, and it counted for and 1 for Mr. Eli Ruiz. We are going back the other way. Finds Moore. Shot up. Thomas tries to save it. He does, and it gets to Moore. Ruiz fighting for the rebound. He snatches away. He comes down the left lane. Left-handed wonder. He takes it all the way, coast to coast for 2. Mr. Eli Ruiz continuing his offensive prowess from yesterday. Here comes Chase Tolliver out of Stockton, one of my favorite fast guards. He likes to score. Thomas been playing really well. Give and go, 2-man game between the both of them. Tries to get it over the top, but he cannot connect on that one. And here comes Ruiz going back the other way. Finds a running Reen. Bucket, gathers himself. Give him 2. That would be Mr. Luke Reen out of Oakdale. And I love Mr. 55 because he is tenacious. He got an attitude like, hey, I want to be better. And he gets a bucket there. It pays off. Thomas down the middle. Can't get it in. Gets his own rebound because Luis can't guard him. And he gets an and 1. Ezekiel Thomas continuing. He's one of our best players at the NBA level. Nobody on Reen. Oh, horrible pass from Ruiz. Nobody stepped into it. It got a steal. Oh, we get a travel. From Giovanni Ragazza. Here comes Ruiz. Hezzy back to the left. Hesitation again. Gets his defenders up and going, but he can't make that one go in. But Reen on the rebound. I'm trying to tell y'all, Mr. Luke Reen, he plays no games. He is trying to get his offense going early today. Here comes Chase. Chase on the baseline drive. Floater over the top. Can't quite get it in, but who can? Thomas. Ezekiel, 5 points early on our first game of day 3. Coming back the other way. Reen feeling it. Get a little heat check there, and it's going the other way. Thought he got fouled. And we're going to get an inbound by Thomas.
Timeout. Timeout.
Tolliver thought about it, but we're going to take a short break here, get some subs, get some timeouts in. Don't forget, you are watching NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp Day 3. Welcome back. Game 1. We got our platoon subs, so everybody can get in the game. Chase gets into a tie with Ruiz. Ruiz snatches it out. And we're coming back the other way. Nobody stops him. Left hand lay. No, cannot make it. Thomas, big rebound right there. Tolliver coming down, running the point in transition. Full head of steam. Surveys. Nobody stops him. Stopping. Pop. Short. Thomas, big rebound there. Oh, but he can't connect, and he connects on the second one. Don't answer my phone one time. I'm going to get it on the second time. Thomas, good put back there. Staying consistent with his shot. Keeping the ball high. Every time he keeps the ball high, better opportunities for him to put the ball in the rim. Ruiz, high screen from Martinez. Nobody stops him. He goes left. Gets a contact, but they don't call it. Oh, yeah, they give him an and one bucket, and he gets another old-fashioned, which we call a three-point play. Get it up to Chase. Thought about shooting it. Gets a little closer to the elbow. Knock him down. 3-7, Mr. Chase. Said, hold on now, and that's Eric Chase. We got a Chase Tolliver and an Eric Chase on both of these, on this team in particular, the Grizzlies. So that was Eric Chase out of Elk Grove. Up my way, Earnhurst. I know exactly where that's at. Earnhardt, excuse me. Elementary. Big bucket right there. Travel. Oh, they call a block. And we're going to get it back to going on the inbound low side. Teams going back and forth. We got a 12-14 game. Ruiz tries to pop a three, which he was on fire yesterday in the second game. Martinez tries to save it. Just steps out of bounds. That is probably the camp favorite. His name is Jello. He's wearing number 4, the white jersey. At all of my 6 a.m. workouts, so we got to give him a little bit of love. But he is literally one of the camp favorites here. Good take by Moore. And they call on the ground. It will be an inbound on the baseline side. Don't argue with our refs. They're professionals. We're not. So we're going with it. Foul on the ground. Moore thought about the shot. Step back between the legs. Feeling it. And it goes the other way. Here comes Ruiz. Full head of steam. Down the left side. Can he get a left-hand lay? No. Short. Thomas pushing in transition. Back to Moore. Smooth operator. Step through. Slapped across the face that time. He said, hey, if I can't get to the free throw line one way, I'm going to get to it another way. And now one thing I want to say about Mr. Ken, he's Mr. Drip out here. Just going to give him that today. He got the white Under Armour shirt, but he's had the one leg sleeve, the arm sleeve, and legendary. You gotta be worried about anybody that can play with their glasses on, baby. He is a bucket. Cannon Moore from Clovis, becoming one of my favorites here too at the camp. Again, everybody's your favorite. They are. I'm your favorites fan. All right. Here comes Thomas. Puts the ball on the floor. This is where the big fella shows his skill. Almost loses it, but Anderson tips it out, and it's going to stay Grizzlies ball. Thomas looking for an inbound. Up to Tolliver. Tolliver surveys, comes down the lane, float, got him. And the best part about that is that's one of the moves he learned today in camp. Again, if you did not know the structure, it's your first time watching or you've been watching, we train and practice and coach these kids up in the morning, and then we play games in the later afternoon and the evening. Today we'll have our three-point competition. We got a lot of fun things going on at the camp. Again, summer camp is for fun. And then you have throw the basketball in there. It makes it even better. And so these kids are just having a ton of fun. You can tell in my voice, I'm having a ton of fun just cheering them on. Here comes Ruiz. Tries to go left. A little confusion there. No call. I think they call player control. And now we got the coaches involved. I love to see it. On the Supersonics side, we got Elijah Allen and Ari coaching, who's doing some coaching, some reffing. Tolliver tries to get a float in on the right, but Thomas there to clean it up. Again, cleanup team from Thomas. And before we go, we might get a little replay of that last play. Thomas staying persistent on the basketball. Tolliver misses. But, again, this is what makes Thomas so special. He keeps the ball high, goes and get it again, keeps the ball high and get it in. We're going to take a short break here. We'll be right back on NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp. And we are back here at the NCS TV Summer Camp. We got the NBA division playing on court 2. Anderson running point for the Supersonics. Tipped away by Moore, who's playing way more confident this morning. Again, another one. The NBA probably is our most group of gathering of kids that come to our 6 o'clock in the morning workouts. And so they're really locked in and focused on getting better in their game. They love basketball, so they want to play 24/7. Tolliver, 5-second count. And they got a rotation still. And here comes the other way. Tolliver didn't get an opportunity to go on a fast break, but he got the back right. Inbound, good dump down low to Moore. Oh, no, that's Warner right there. My boy Ethan. Warner with the 2. Tolliver with the dump. Anderson going all the way right. Nobody stops him. He gets a little bump, but they don't call it, and it goes out of bounds. Coming back the other way to the Grizzlies. And each team will get better throughout the games and the days. They're practicing. This is their set teams. First day was evaluation. Second day, games. And Tolliver, a little too hard right there. Warner kind of overshot, but he back to Tolliver at the top. He thought about shooting a jumper. Comes down the left-hand lane. No on the floater, but he gets his own rebound. Don't know where he is right now, but he gets it up and throws it off the backboard. Kiss him in for 2. Chase Tolliver getting his second bucket of the morning. Y'all going to have to pray for me, baby. We got it all day long. We got morning games, afternoon games, and evening games, or our shoot-around later on. We have our three-point competition. So, call a foul on that last play, so we'll have a side inbound on the right. Joel on the inbound. Finds an open teammate down low. Good look. Anderson putting the ball dribbling together. Joel on the rip. Gets to the free throw line. Has he thought about it? Pushes it back to his teammate. Want to say that's Mason. Anderson had a really, really good showing on the first day. He can score, he can shoot, he can handle the ball. You see him right here coming down the lane, right hand to the left. Throws it up, can't connect, but Tolliver keeps the ball high, and here coming the other way for the Grizzlies. Hezzy tries to get past Anderson. 1-2, count him for it. And he's got 6. Chase Tolliver out of Stockton. Oliva Martinez almost gets double teams, but he keeps it running the point. Mason. Good ball handling. He was there this morning as well, working out with us, getting better. Got trapped in the corner, but it stays Supersonics basketball. Anderson taking his time, trying to see what the defense gives him. He turns the corner very well, trying to come downhill, but it gets tipped away. And here comes Tolliver. Full head of steam out to Moore. Moore, 1-2. Counted for him. Easy bucket for Mr. Moore. And he's had a great start to his morning. Tacking in a total of... Counted! Our boy, our favorite guy. Jello Oliva Martinez out of Modesto. Mr. Jello himself. Tolliver takes. Call a foul, and he'll be going to the line for 2.
35 seconds.
Good on the first.
10, 9, 8,
Good on the second.
6, 5, 4,
8 in the first half for Mr. Chase Tolliver. Anderson
1.
tries to get it off on the buzzer, and he can't connect. Great first half of basketball here. The Grizzlies lead 29 over the Supersonics 14. First half of play in game 1 done. We'll see you guys back after the half. Welcome back. We got our first half of basketball in on day 3. I'm Lauren Goodman. Coach Goody is what they call me. And I will be broadcasting all today's games and tomorrow's games. We've been here all week having fun up here with the kids. I'm also coaching and commentating. It's the best part of probably all of this. Ruiz, off the dribble, goes back to the right. That's what we've been trying to get him to work on all week, and he gets it to pay off immediately for 2. Chase tied up. Call a jump ball and see that last play. Ruiz using his right hand. So proud of him. Getting to knock it in. He's a left-hand wonder. We call him the left-hand bandit out here. But we tried to talk to him about going both ways. So he did a great job on that play. Oh! Call a foul. A little bit too much contact right there for Ruiz. Thomas was open down low. Good read, good pass. And they got to call a foul on him because he was all on his back. So Ezekiel Thomas is going to go to the line for 2. Again, he's been playing really well all weekend. Obviously, big height advantage. But he's probably one of the most quietest kids at the camp. Very respectful, very yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. But he loves basketball, played really well. He's having a lot of fun out here. He misses the first one. And he's been pretty much dominant out of Lathrop. Going the other way. And one thing I can't say I love is all these kids have great character, so I love to talk about the people that they are and the great basketball players they are as well, like Anderson finally seeing the ball connect in the rim for him. Started off really well day 1. Thomas. Little hard fall because they're not out here on the hardwood. They on literally concrete. Warner, elbow jumper. That's his sweet spot. Thomas stays in it. Big rebound. Ruiz down there trying to stop him, but he cannot stop the force of Mr. 22. 2 more points for Thomas. Good cut by Jello with a little lay early in the morning. And I know he's ecstatic. We talked a little bit, and he was talking to me about wanting to score more, wanting to get on the point. So good to see him with a total of 4. Good adjustment by Coach Elijah. Thomas just too big, too much height, too much power down low. Give him another 2. And here comes Reen running point. I like him at point guard too. Plays a little point, has a little off wing. This is a good combo. Let's see what Coach adjusts. Ruiz throws up a 3, but isn't able to dial it in. Reen gets the rebound. He tries to get a little jumper on the short corner. Can't connect on that one. Here comes Thomas. Head up. Gets it to Warner. Can't control it. Loses it a little bit. Keeps himself in bounds, but he cannot finish the play. Stays with Orange. Oh, they got to step out on the baseline side. So we're going to go back the other way. Here comes Ruiz. Hezzy, step through, count it. Here we come the other way. Float. Nope. Luke Green running the point right now. Gets it to Ruiz. I think they're on a little 2-bar and guard. Hesitation. Drag step. Oh, got him back. Elbow to the. On the ground. Yes, sir. Getting shifty. Staying with the handle. My boy Eli is a highlight machine ready to happen. He had some good highlights yesterday. And he's continuing that trend. Behind the back. Almost has a double team. Behind the back, goes right. Float down the middle. Can't connect on the three-point play, but he gets to the free throw line. Hardest working man in summer camp right there, number 0. You see just crafty with the ball, goes behind the back. Another one of those 6 a.m.ers. He's coming in, getting better, and working. Asking the right questions. That's a big part of people's success is asking the right questions. He's got 2, and then we're going to get a timeout here after this. So off to the left on the first one. But he makes the second. Good adjustment for Mr. Eli. And we're going to take a short break here. You guys are here with NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp. After we get our substitutions in line, if you didn't know, now you know. We play all of our players here at the NorCal Sports Summer Camp. We give them a little bit more time each quarter. We play a longer game just so that everybody can get some tick. Warner, short little jumper, can't connect. But who is there? The cleanup man. And he is not a joke to be played with. Mr. Thomas throws in another 2. And if the Supersonics want to get back in the game, they're going to have to be able to make some shots. We see Reen there. Got a good look, just did not make the shot. Tolliver, big screen from Thomas high. Turns the corner right. Floater, just not online, but Reen gets the rebound. This is what makes Luke so special. He can rebound, he can play defense, and he can score. Got to be all threats. In that Reen family, they kind of got it like that. Ruiz, step back jumper, just not enough on it. The ball actually bounced and stayed in bounds on that last play. So, got to just be aware. Here comes Warner. Dumps it into Thomas. Thomas looks over his shoulder. Tolliver, no hesitation. Count him for 3. And he blows a kiss to the defender. Count him. And Tolliver now at 13 on the afternoon. Ruiz reading it. Nobody on Reen. Reen just gives it right back to him. Ruiz gets shifty, gets down the lane, floated, can't connect, but will go back to the line. And we see that last replay. He's just so patient and shifty. He knows how to jump one way, get you baited on it, and then going back the other way. Cleans it up and knocks down his free throws. What's so funny is we talk after the games. They tell me about my commentating, and I tell them about their game. He comes up to me. He's like, hey, what I need to do better? And I said, you need to make your free throws. And so Now he's locked in. We looking at each other every make because he knows how important it is. Not only because he wants to score points, but he wants to help his team win. And so if he makes free throws, it gives his team a better chance to be on the board. So proud of the young man. He's on fire right now. He's only missed one free throw, and we're going to keep it that way. Here comes Tolliver over the top for three. Can't connect on that one, but here comes Ruiz. Thomas trailing down low on Ruiz. He hates the chase, goes back to the right, step through, and give him a float, baby, because he can't be stopped. Another two for Eli Ruiz. 8:35 on the clock. Can they get enough time to come back into the game? Regaza between the legs. Back to Tolliver. Tolliver just surveys right now, observes what he got, gets to the rim, but he cannot finish. It goes out of bounds, and we're coming back the other way. Supersonics try to get some more offense involved. They got Reen who can score really well, Anderson. So let's see if they can get some of their other guys on the scoreboard because it's going to help them out tremendously. Mason, nobody on him. Shoots it up, can't connect. A little bit more power there, but ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad to see him shoot a shot. Get him some opportunities in. Again, I tell all these kids, you miss every shot you don't take, right? So we in the Summer League, man. Take every shot you can. More shots you throw up, the more opportunities you get to score. And you got to count it for an and one play from Mr. Cannon Moore. Out of Clovis. Told you, man, the kid's tough. Any kid with glasses, man, you know he's a bucket. Ruiz finds his way down the lane on Tolliver. Tries to float it up over the top, but they call a foul. Oh, no, keep playing. Oh, we got a foul, just communicating with our officials. So we got a foul on that last play, and we going back to the free throw line, and he is getting the dividends today. Make the adjustment, learn, see what he needs to do. He's already gone to the line 1, 2, and 3 times. He's had 2 and 1 buckets today. Connects for the first. Can't get it on the second one, but Rain gets in there, tries to get a rebound. And we have a 41-27 game. We'll be right back after this short break on NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp. Welcome back to game one. We got a white inbound after our mandatory media timeout and sub rotations. Ruiz gets a left-hand spin back on his backside, and he gets it in for another 2. Again, I told y'all the kid is balling, but it's got to go together consecutively so he can get some stops. Can't start there with Moore getting a wide open jumper, then Warner down there getting his own rebound. You got to box out if you're white. Here comes Ruiz. Is Tolliver going to chase him down for the block? Can't time it well there for Chase Tolliver. And Eli Ruiz is going to go back to the line. Short. Hard way the other way. Misses 2, but guess who's back on the backside? Moore floats up for the lay. Oh, it rattles right over the rim. And here comes Ruiz. He sees some people in front. Reen, right there right on time, but he runs into Martinez. Just no communication there, and they get a turnover. Tolliver, no need to rush here. He has a solid lead, but he used the screen off Thomas, and he gets a bucket there, but he can't finish it. Ruiz snatches out of his hands. Going to play tough the whole way. Ruiz got a person in his right-hand pocket, and we get another foul. Today, seems like everybody's very foul happy, very up and alert. They're watching everything. So I'm glad to see him get a little bit more touches, but that's a lot of free throws today. Tries to pull a three off. Not enough oomph on it. Got to get under it, but if you're the Grizzlies, again, like I said in the last possession, no pressure. You just don't want to turn the basketball over. It's an 11-point game, so if you are the Supersonics, you should be trying to get in, get a stop right now. Tolliver tries to float it over the top. Thomas, he's the rebound and cleanup machine, so he's going to get in another two. 2, 4, 6, 18, 12, 14, 16, 18. For Thomas, Ruiz gets to the basket and got another foul. Good thing they can't foul out because there's been a lot of fouls in this game for some of these players. Here comes Ruiz on that last play. A little shake and bake to the right. I love to see it. I'm telling you, this is probably one of my favorite campers. Not because he can play really well, but he's very coachable. He makes the adjustments. He's trying to work on his game and get better. That's what you want to see. And we get another set of free throws for him. He's good on the first. Second, not quite. Here comes Thomas. Gets it up to Chase. Chase got a wide open right-hand layup. Can't make it. But Thomas right there, the cleanup guy. I'm telling you, tips it to himself. Gathers, resets for his squad. Finds Tolliver wide open. Can he stop and pop? No. But Lowell can get the rebound. Cannot press. So if you're wondering what happened, cannot press. Ruiz not able to connect on the three. More free throws this game, but no threes for him. Reen tries to get his own rebound on the putback.
10 seconds to timeout.
We're going to have a timeout here. We're in regulation rules. It's the 2-minute mark. We'll see you back so we can talk about our 2-minute rules and talk more about the NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp. We are back to the final 2 minutes, and what we call it is regular basketball time. So clock will stop. Every foul, nice spin right there for Ruiz. You know he's coming out, but everything goes right now. So everybody can press, everybody can play. No mandatory anything. We're playing regular basketball rules. Every foul is a 1-and-1. in the last 2 minutes. Coaches also have a timeout, so any adjustments that they need to make right now, they can do it. Tolliver for 3. Can he knock it in? No. 3 for him this game. Chase high off the backboard, and here comes Ruiz. Somebody got to run with him so we can get some points and make this game interesting here. 10-point game. He stops and pops for 3. Does not make it land, but they can press right now, so they can pick up full court if they want to. Reen almost away with the steal. Nobody stops Thomas. He goes behind the back, dumps it off to Chase. Warner says, hey, I can score, baby. Let me get 2. His second bucket on the afternoon. Here comes Ruiz. Cross back to the right, loses it off his foot. Nobody there to help him recover, so right under the 1 minute mark. Everybody not matched up there, so Warner wide open. Back for Chase. Back to Warner. Good 2-man game right there, but cannot make the layup. Here comes Ruiz behind the back. You know he's going to get fancy with it while he's in traffic. Sees a reset. Reen hits a screen for him. Kick it out. That's got to be a shot. Ready to shoot. Does he pull? He does, but he cannot make the 3. No threes for the Supersonics, and they can really shoot the ball really well. So for them to not be able to make any threes in this game, that's really an impact for them and a big part of their offense. Reen thought about it, picks it out to Ruiz. Ruiz, no thought about it, pulls a 3 from deep. Here comes Thomas. Told you guys he's not just a big man. He can shoot, he can dribble, and he can pass. Good move by Warner. Again, another layup. He know he wants back, and he goes and gets the hustle play. Ethan Warner with 6 points, and we're at the 10-second mark. Ruiz made a spectacular play last night at the end of the game. Can he hit the 3? No. And for our first game won, we got a 45-33 victory for the Grizzlies. Great matchup for both teams in the NBA. I am Lauren Goodman. They call me Coach Goody, though. Shout out to my producer, Avery, and all of my camera people that make Court 2 the best. We'll see you guys in the next game, and talk to you soon.